Welcome back to Flat a Day Live with your host, Marticus. happy Happy Flat a Day vibes. So I've got juice for you all. The juice will overflow in this post, but I think I found real juice, important juice and clues. And I'm going to take you through a crazy ride through imagery and, from what I've discovered, some really telling clues concerning resets of civilization. And this text talks about it as a reality that this place is in a loop. And the imagery and the symbology tells us this as well, that we are in a loop and that time is not a straight line. But somebody said in my chat that there may be two timelines running simultaneously. That may or may not be the case. I don't think two people see consciousness in the same way, and people have different memories of the same occasion. But who even knows? So yeah, we're going to dig deep. These images, though, they're Phoenician by nature, okay? And to me, or for the people that have been watching my channel for years, I know the decodes, eagle wings open, them sort of codes. When you look at these images, they show you that these Phoenicians, if you want to call them that, are humans, if you like, but they, rather than build a civilization, because one building has hundreds of tons of granite and marble, and rather than go to the effort of getting all that together, they steal a civilization. And this book shows you, and they use mud floods and plasma events. And this book shows you it's got giants that have leader giants and giants that have been put to slavery too, to grow food actually after the apocalypse. It's all in this book, and it states in this book, and they use some of the official citations, Herodotus, etc., but it does state that this is the true events and our true history of mankind, man and womankind. So that's what we're going to look into. And there are a few images in this, guys, but we're going to be going through this like lightning today. So yeah, let's give a few of you shouts, a few of you lovely, awesome beings wrangling. We got Legalista, good to see you. Happy vibes to you. And Margaret's in the house. All the Queen's horses and all the Queen's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Well, I looked into that. I found out that Humpty Dumpty was actually a armaments piece, a cannon that was used in the Crimean War. It fell off and toppled and got broken. So that's what that is. Yeah, we're going to talk about a few other subjects along the way concerning some of the research, but I'm getting, like, my mind's in a different place these days, guys. I'm thinking about, a deeper spiritual meaning and purpose to life. Bringing truths is a really great way of doing that, and exposing lies as well. But I don't want to be in an oppositional lifestyle, if that makes any sense. So we're going to talk about some of the things that are currently ongoing. The world is in a bit of a state, but it's still ticking over. You still walk to the woods and everything's just hunky fucking dory, isn't it? So I think we're in a merry-go-round. Let's go round again. And just like talking heads tell us, once in a lifetime, and you may find yourself living in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife, and you might say to yourself, how did I get you? And it talks in that song about invention, how does this thing work? And you just visualize that after a reset, which is what these pictures actually show you, is that people tat these buildings up after a mud flood, which is shown. But there's these esoteric forces behind the chem cloud which appear to be heavenly or otherworldly, if you like, in that sense. So we'll have a look anyway at what the translations say. Let's give it. Lacey's in the house, and Anne's in the house. Good to see you. Let's go round again. There's loads of. I'm just here watching the wheels go round. I love to watch them. No longer on the merry-go-round. That was John Lennon, wasn't it? But I think he's talking about the flat earth in that song. I think a lot of his songs are flat earthy, to be honest with you. So, Vibes, good to see you. The Wiggly Flat Thumbs to you. Jeffrey Bailey, much love, my brother. Good to see you in the house too. So, yeah, happy whatever year it is. Doesn't even matter. We're going to be looking at date anomalies, actually, because in this book is a really big clue. You're not even going to believe it. It's absolutely amazing. A missing year. I got to go into it when we get there. Okay. Margaret and Jackie and Brian. So, yeah, this week they said, oh, man, we're going to have a really bad storm, man. Batten down the hatches. You may even have an emergency broadcast message, yeah? It's going to be really scary. Be scared. Be scared. And like sweet fuck all happened. It's just like winter, normal winter. They did the same thing with a common cold. They keep doing this. It's just normal things that always happen. They mark it, I've noticed. Heat waves. Yeah, it's a deadly heat wave. Heat will just kill everybody. So make sure you buy all your barbecue stuff and get some ice pops in and spend some money. Good to see you, Alva Billy. So, Adman, I haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you, my friend. Melisand. Melicillin, something else. Kind of dummy. No human feelings allowed. Not allowed. You have been guilty of showing feelings of an almost human nature. This will not do. Call the schoolmaster. You little shit, you're in it now. That's me, that is. How many times have they said that to me? You little shit, you're in it now. And I'll be like, that's what you think. You're in it, Buster. Alva Billy. They always thought they were in control. It's crazy how they do that. Elisa, good to see you. Angel. Code Red in the Netherlands. Turns out it was a breeze. I know. Some snow did come down, but like snow comes down on the mountains. This is like fucking January. This is like what happens. So anyway, not taking no notice of the AI weather. It doesn't know its ass from its elbow. It's really annoying. EP65. Not bothering myself. Loyal Tangy. Howdy y'all. Howdy doody. Feelings, nothing but bit feeling. Feelings is this is the thing, isn't it? Animals, see, they don't go on like looks and stuff. They go on vibrations. I do too, especially with people. If the vibration's there, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling groovy and the vibe's really good with this one. That's what it's all about with me, vibrations and emotions. Well, you know, you don't want a fucking crybaby around you, and you don't want anyone dead dogging you, that's for sure. Oh, fucking me all fucking day long. Fucking energy siphons. That's something else we'll talk about in this post a little bit later as well. So, Kevin. So don't do that. For you know, good life, I think you know it's really important to stay away, even if it's family members, from negative people. It's toxicity, toxic people. Bleh. Me. All that. Oh, I'd rather just be in now, in the moment. You know, away from it, not even thinking. What are you doing? Nothing. Frequency and vibrations, Jackie. This is what it's all about. Animals know this. This is why dogs like animals love you, man. They're like, oh, this one's really good. Humor is dead important to it all, you know. It's a real big one with me, especially with some of the information, like the reset cycle. You know, there's no doubt that this is happening. You know, to me, I think it's beautiful and fantastic. I embrace it. Yeah, bring it on, sort of thing. But that's just me. Waterhouse finds its level. No shit. Beham. And his greetings from Saskatchewan. That rhymed. Saskatchewan. Official donor. Good to see you. Officer donor. Please give me a smile. And SW. Higher in Alberta. Oh, yeah. All of Canada in today. Let's get all the states in one go. Lacy. So yeah, I'm going to avoid any subjects of any of the lunacy that's going on in the official world. The greatest shit show on earth, you should say, Scott. This is the greatest show on earth. Yeah, the greatest shit show on earth is the world's media, and they are setting everyone up for a fall if you follow it, left, right, or center, or wherever. What I'm doing is there's certain laws around giving you chi energy away to negative content and negative things, and there is a backlash. You know, I'd let them all just carry on because they're just doing their karmic journey, and there's always a spring back when people just forget how to be kind and stop being kind. I think there's a spring back on that. ripples through time, sort of thing. So that's going to hurt, basically. So yeah, knock yourself out. Death cults, they're very popular since 2020. They were all there anyway. To be honest with you, showing you these books, nothing new is under the sun. You can see that it's the same old thing going on with the people and the hierarchy and the royalty and all of the rest of it. But I looked into, what gives because it's really strange. The royal family says that we pay them taxes because they're in charge, because God said so. So I was wondering, like, well, can I see that contract? Can I see that? It's in paperwork where God literally says, listen, these guys got to rule over you and you got to keep giving them your money until you die, or you're being deep shit. Okay. I haven't seen such contract. So so this is the game, isn't it? Right? Anyone can play this game. It's called Game of Thrones. Is what you do is you say, God said, I'm in charge. And they won't argue either. So there's that. And people didn't. Really strange. Because it came down with iron fist, meaning the army. Oh. Very peculiar and ongoing. I can't see that catching on, especially with like Britain is turned communist, as you know, and as you know, communists don't do royalty, do they? I didn't know they'd done gayness too. Apparently they do. That's apparently their thing. Really weird. Everything's changed. So anyway, farting, Spartan Martin. This is a farty spart. This is a smarty farty party. A smarty farty marty party, to be precise. 6 times 6 times 6, 9. Whatever that is. And our lovely resident holistic media, who is India. And pops in the house. We are a temple vessel. They have zero power over us. Well, they like to think that they have over our sovereignty. That's what gets me when people like literally tell you where you can stand or where you can go. That drives me nuts. That does. It's like, no, you must walk this way. And I'll be like, no, I'm going to walk where I really want. And they put a little cordon or something. I'll push that fucking cordon out of the way. I'm walking where I want to because it's all bullshit. Cities are the worst at that game. Directing people like cattle. Jan, good to see you, Jan Simpson. So yeah, let's get into the juice. Don't want to be up too late tonight. And I hope you enjoy the content. We're going to have a little giggle along the way later. But these images I'm going to take you through are very trippy, guys. Okay. There's like I said, there's the Phoenician mate, but there's an underlying, as you will see, definitely a darkness about it all, like proper evil underneath. It's really sinister. And some of the content, some of these pictures, everything from dog-headed people to everyone just going completely nuts and having like, sex in the streets, not to put a fine point on it. Everything is like happening in our reality. I wonder if like that, a great copulation will actually take place. Yeah. I'm not going to take part in that, by the way. I'm going to have to lock my doors. Everyone else is going to have to do that one. I don't think I'm in on that one. I'm not into cults and I'm not into human beings, really. Unless they're worthy, which somehow I've got a cramp in my toe. Anyway, yeah, that's very popular in the modern day. Well, it has increased, but it's always been popular, hasn't it? Listen, in the old days, right, the whole of civilization was based on conquest, as you will see through these documents, where we'd go take shit up. Have you seen their buildings? They are beautiful, massive halls, beautiful marble floors. What do you go in and steal it? And you got yourself a palace. This is what keeps happening over and over again with civilization. These others, these Phoenicians, I've been saying all along, I think they're from the water, like Inni, probably an underwater species, but definitely from another place, extraterrestrial or land from another place. Because I definitely think, and they're itching towards it as well with their media, of there being another continent, which I think is the case. And I think there's more. So, yeah. Amun-Ra, it's all occultic symbology, all got deeper meanings anyway. It's like what energy you give it, really, I think, with any of it. Yeah, that's what I think. It's just ego strokes. Strokes what? Definitely not human. Well, they're not. And as you see in this book, there's a lot of non-human cryptoid things. And This book was the Prince of Shitsville. He got this guy Johannes Gall, Frenchman, in the year of 1638 to make this document. And what he wanted, the king Philippe, is a accurate human history. That's what it says, the Latin translation. I shit you not. Yeah, the history is showing is just, well, there was a lot of stuff going on in this place only 300 years ago. It's just insane. What's that? Calling dibs on Buckingham Palace. Oh, no, I don't. Not all that nasty energy. Oh, fuck no. It'd be like wearing Fred West's jumper. I wouldn't go in there. No. Oh, fucking hell. It's like all that eyes wide shut stuff that's been happening in there and all that is soaked into the wallpaper. You know what I'm on about. No, man. Fucking hell. Shit. Not my cup of cha. This is mine. I'd like a nice house, but on a lake or something. You know, I wouldn't want really a stately home. It's too much action to keep them going and all of that palaver. I'm more a cottagey person by the lake or by the river or by the sea or well, anyway, where there's no people. Anyway, we got Strathclyde in the house. Good to see you up north. Stuart Stevenson. It's a good Scottish name, isn't it? Stuart. Martin is my long lost autistic twin. I'm not autistic. I'm not. So I don't know if it is autism or something else. I got like, it's not ADHD either. I don't even know what it is. Doesn't even matter. Asperger's. I got Asperger's, CJ. That's what I've got. Yeah, I got a definite case of Asperger's. Aspy as fuck. Oh. That's on the road. All that energy. All that nastiness. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't want anywhere that's that all evil things done. So, because like things like got the energy. I thought that with the Colosseum though, we were like feeding the Christians to lion. So I got like a piece of the Colosseum, did that psychic thing where you hold it and try and tap into like cross time. But it turns out the time actually wasn't there, and neither were the fucking Romans. So there was that, like at all, like because it never ever existed. All of that. So anyway, let's share some imagery. So yeah, make sure to enjoy yourselves, relax. Let Marticus do the honors. Let's go through some of these. Oh, excuse me, some of these strange texts. Theatre vital of human. It's the theatre of human life. Okay, by Johannes Gallion. Okay, so I've had a translation of a few of the pages, but listen, the symbols and the pictures are just nuts. So yeah, we're looking at I638 on this publication. Okay, but look at this, what I call the locking code, but there's so much weirdness going on right at the beginning, you know, with with the guy in the shell, and he's got two severed heads then, and he's got the old clock, or the hourglass, and the wings open. Again, I think that's something to do with the shape of the earth, but also telling us that we're on a time scale here, which I do think we are as well. I think the elites, oh shit, excuse me. I think the elites are packing up. I think the elites have packed up and they've gone to other places. I think that's been going on a while. And this is what all of the performance is, with all of these different countries grabbing what they can while they can. So yeah, these are mind-blowing, right, guys? So yeah, so when I get to the pages with diction, you know, I've done some translations. So yeah, it says that in this work, the curious and learning, surreptitious viewer will find a great pleasure. So there's going to be a great pleasure when you're looking into this. The entire course of the world, human life, human actions, the arts, virtues, and vices. Ooh. And other related matters. Okay, so there are some stunning clues along the way, especially concerning the calendar. So yeah, that looks to be like that orb that we look into. Let's have a little examination. It's got a jester's hat on top, and it's that crucible, isn't it? Okay, well, I was thinking about the Fool's Cap map. I thought that that was a great clue. So yeah, there's some like citations from Herodotus and other citations, but you can see it's clearly Phoenician. Look at this. Alchemical coding, the sword through the heart. These little Terebanuskis with, they bring technology, they bring mathematics, their music, their art. Imagine what our music would have been. I definitely think people like Amadeus Mozart and Beethoven and them were leftover Tatarians, same as the artists like Michelangelo, if not like he was the actual archangel Michael, who even knows. So yeah, this is Ovidian. So a lot of this is esoteric symbology, but it has a deeper meaning, is what it has. So natural. Okay, so you see a lot of holy people. You've got God in the background. He's got a disc over his head. Don't know why. And he's having a word with Adam and Eve because she's been nibbling on the apple. So this is the history of the world. So they're going to have Bible stuff in it. What is this? That's a strange thing. I wonder what that is. It's like a key, isn't it? I can't imagine what that would be for. Maybe a weapon. I don't know. So yeah. So some of the things that it states. Okay, it states that there is a year 13. Okay, which is really stunning. It says super interesting, especially with what we've been looking into. The translation implies that the cycle there is a cycle beyond the standard 12 months. It's a hidden esoteric year. Hmm. Do you notice, and you're going to see this a lot, guys, with these chem clouds or these clouds you see always above, finger pointing up, no one to blame, really. You see these trumpets because sound and vibration frequency as well. It's what's causing all of the mud floods, as you will see. In the background, everyone, what looks like vicars, he's got the papal hat on, in flames, and she's got a page of Exodus, movement of Jah people. Okay, but they're not looking very, biblical characters, are they? So another thing I've noticed as well is the clothes and mental. What is it with the capes? What is it with these flowing materials? And why are always the rulers, even Christ, who's over here, okay, he's standing in the, I think this narrative of Jesus walking on water has got a deeper meaning. I don't think he literally walked on water itself. I think it's a big Phoenician clue to mastery over water. Anyway, so yeah, they're getting stuck into the holy water. I bet that does good stuff. So we've got a Cherebanuski's praying to this lady here, Gratia. So is that gratitude? And she's going to give him a crown. And she's saw some sort of geometry there as well. So look at that. Oh, that's strange. That even that's like something like Star Wars or something, or Star Trek. That's really strange. So yeah, it's infinitely trippy, this stuff, guys. Let me tell you. So there it is, the theater of human life. Look at this. What if that's what's going on with bunko booths? You got this square. There's giant shit for sure. Okay, all the way through this book, but in the center of the bunko booth, there. Look, yeah. The world looks okay and not ruined at this point. A lot of botanical gardens, a lot of waterfalls or fountains. and people are just playing in the forecourt or in the plaza and falling, and they have a huge, and that doesn't look like a statue, that looks like a large homunculus maybe, who's plugging in two wires. Huh? Who looks like he's plugging in two wires. That's trippy. So, like I said, these books, these images, I got loads and loads of these books, and I'm just going to go through them, translate them, and see what they really say, because they are mind blowing. So, yeah, I imagine these people, right, or whatever they are, came in, took this realm over. You can see evidence of this along the way. Okay, now he's doing what? Is that a human or is that a chisel? I can't tell, but you can see there's some sort of art and design going on with the buildings. The buildings are already there, and that's another thing you see. Early 1600s, these buildings have got really weird deities in these recesses, and in the modern day, there's so many recesses, right, on churches and cathedrals are empty, and because they never had monks in them, they had this weird cult that existed everywhere in the world around this time. So we got obelisks, we got I don't know, a colosseum of some sort, and beautiful gardens with a maze, and people doing, I don't know, pretending war or practicing, and some angels. So yeah, don't look back is good advice if anything happens. Now Lot, as you know, she looked back and she turned to a pillar of salt when she was escaping with her husband. Sodom Gomorrah, Sodom, that got blitzed. So I'm not really a purveyor myself of the existence of what they call nuclear weapons. I'm just not, because the evidence is just not there, guys. We just, two happened apparently in 1945, and then that's it. With the way these humanity treats one another in these different governments, makes no fucking sense. Cause it, no. So another thing you see as well in the past is torture. A lot of carnage. These people are being burned to the stake. A lot of witchfinder generals at this gallows, decapitation. So yeah, they're just going in, taking over, and killing all the bad people who they deem bad, which is everyone who doesn't believe in them. And then these inherit it. And I think they literally just did that, the Phoenicians from the Tatarians. I think they stole a world. I think these engravings, 1635, are depicting it. It's beautiful, these buildings. Books outside, because it doesn't rain. A lot of people falling over. So yeah, he's dressed like a Jew, like a Roman. But this is 1600s. Oh, nice little church up there. So yeah. So if you was to go through them quickly, I did last night, right? Like one at a time. Big cartoon. It's a story, like a movie that goes through a piece at a time. And you see it. I was like, whoa, that is mental. So what's going on up there? The windows are smashed. Not sure what that. Maybe a smithies, blacksmiths. But yeah, the world outside looks decidedly muddy. Buildings buried. Are they graves? Could be. But you see the raising of the dead later. So, Copperfield was common back then as well. Nice to see some things haven't changed, isn't it? And little happy moments in life, Copperfield moments. David Copperfield. Oh yeah, the world goes to shit in a handbag. This is the thumbnail. This is Mud Flood. So yeah, it states in this book, yeah. So time is a loop, not a line. Okay, and the images portrayed are supposed to be the real history. You can see there is some esoteric symbology concerning religion, deities, gods, etc., like that. But let's just imagine that they are others from another place, superhuman powers. Look at that for Mud Flood. And that is exactly what we see in the 1800s. I'm going to show you some photos later, and the world looks like that still in the 1800s, some of it. So yeah, Grim Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. And oh, Father Time with the hourglass, letting everybody know. In fact, he's saying, there's not that many grains left in the bottom. What happens when the last grains fall down? It's like, well, the game is finished. We level up. There's like some sort of judgment, if you want to call it that. And then there's a next level. And everybody does it all over again. They reached the pinnacle of civilization. So I think the Cherubanuskis are they're like the orphans, if you like, because you can just see, look, it's all about reproducing. She's feeding animals and children, but they're not children because they're too muscular. The Cherubanuskis are not children, okay? They carry weapons and stuff. They're not. So she's got these multiple breasts, and she's feeding all of the animals, and these floats come in with the Phoenicians. You'll see Bacchus that we know of. I don't know, but Bacchus is not really a big star in the Bible. Wow, what is that flag? A merman, a lion, and a I don't know. Caduceus. And they have the music. I wonder what their music was like. No, I don't want to know. Cupido, which is Cupid. Cupid, drop back your bow. So that's what happens, right? It's Cupid or one of these Cherubanuskis. They're invisible, so you don't see them. They go, and an invisible arrow pierces your heart, and then you're all in love. Oh, what happened to his leg? Maybe he ate it because he was hungry. That could come. Yeah, scarcity. So the food ran out. There's no doubt about it. They've just admitted that all of us have been cannibals for quite some time now. Not that that's a surprise to anybody. So, I just stay away from fast food. I'm stopped eating bread. I'm going to bake my own bread. I'm not doing bread. I think it's the worst of it all. It says in the Bible, right? Give us our daily bread. Yeah, that's like them 3 a day they tell us to have. Instant. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I should be having bread, and it bloats you out. Don't feel good. And they just admitted as well that they're going to add more chemicals into the bread as of this year in Britain. Honest to God. So they got glasses in the early 1600s. You may see Discordia up there. This is why I don't go to Discord, because it's sort of got a negative thing going on, which is the Gorgon. She's eating her heart. She's got the snakes on her head. Avarice, Avatia maybe, getting the coins in. So that's always been a thing. So yeah, they come in with these floats after a civilization is what I'm seeing, and stealing a civilization. What happens to the people who were there before? Trampled underfoot. God, it's carnage, isn't it? Yeah, they really, really suck. I doubt you could fight him either. So there's the dove from above. So here's God and God. And he's like, who, me? He's got any holes in his hands? He has. This is after the crucifixion. He's been buffeted back up. And they both got their foot or just touching that crucible, the holy hand grenade, which is definitely 100% something to do with reset. There's a homo, says there. Gratia, gratitude, charisma. So yeah, it's all of the aspects of human behavior and psychology. Ooh, oh, hang on a minute. Look at that monster there, devouring everybody. So yeah, so vanity as well. This one, you see a lot of this. So eagles, wings open always, and they're actually towing her float, which is proper Phoenician, isn't it? And she's looking at what? This god is telling these two off, and they're covered with like flies. Maybe it's net. Maybe they got nets. Whoa, look at the face on that. That is so freaky. Whoa, look at that. 1630 with glasses on too. That's so trippy. These books are so trippy. You could spend hours going through them, guys, really. I've got so many of these types of thumbs and hieroglyphicum. But I prefer the thumbs. Hieroglyphicum are too Egyptian. Oh, man, she's laying down the tune and being pulled by gazelles or something. So any animal was tamed. That's another melicillin type thing. But yeah, 100% the Phoenician thing going on. We've been studying it for so long. Yeah, these plants are unusual as well, I noticed. These things. And there's always something going on in the background. In this case, God's giving him a bit of a slap. You little shit, you're in it now. You were guilty of showing feelings. Oh, that is definitely a devil or a demon that's been carved into it. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff going on that looks a bit evil. She's got all the flowers and all that, but it smells pretty nice. Okay, wow. Let's move on. Oh, what's she being told by? She's being told by two greyhounds. Canis, canine. Okay, that's really weird. This one's been told by an elephant. What's happening? Got little monkeys. Okay. What's happening in the background? I find if you in the background sometimes these are all like, oh, everything's hunky fucking dory. We got all the money, and everyone in the background's like literally dying. See that quite a bit in these. Oh, spider's web. Let's have a look at these symbols a minute. I'm super interested. One or two of you will be. Oh, we got a turtle or a tortoise. You see octopuses a lot as well. I think that's code. So it's fishermen doing stuff. Oh, it's Jesus and the fisherman. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jesus, he lashed out with the bread, isn't he? And the fish. Yeah. Fed 10,000 people. There's a multitude out there. Blessed are the cheesemakers. So, yeah, anyway, chops up like 10,000 bits of bread. What were they like about that big? No, because he magicked it bigger. And everyone got really, really fat. So what we got going on here? So yeah, I'm going to definitely run some of these books through the old translation. Find out. Used to do it years ago. So yeah. Bit of juggage. You'll find that a lot as well. They wear all of this material, but they don't have the juggages covered. Dialectica. She got all the books. There's a book on Christopherson. No, it's not. It's Aristophanes. I don't think Chris Christopherson is actually a subject. Oh, Aristotle. Oh, okay. Well, that's what they're reading is Aristotle. Oh, you know, that's weird for biblical themes as well. Arithmetic. So they brought arithmetic. Also globe. Oh my God! I called that before I seen it. Oh. So anyway, let's have a look at this globe. So they're doing the measurements, try and make it all work. I know what the is that Central America, and this is the Yucatan Peninsula, and this is the Gulf of Depeche Mode, no doubt. Okay. Dear God. So yeah, they worked it all out, all right. That's what it's all based on, is mathematics. In objective reality, the thing doesn't exist, you know. And if they did with this Shiva experiment, because I had sort of a dream, not really, maybe it was a vision, that they would say that there was curvature, but curvature, yeah, you can, if they're doing a laser test, literally, right, a laser light will curve will bend in a medium of water. So if there was any like fluid or water or high humidity in the air when they do a laser test, then the lasers would bend, okay, because the light would bend. And that's a fact. I've seen this happen in real-time experiments. And they would say that's curvature. So we'd have to be really, people, you know, the flat earthers are going to have to be really careful with these fuckers because they're going to have all sorts of shit they're going to try. I know it for a fact. There's all sorts of these little TFE things popping up here, there, and everywhere. I'm sure some of you have seen them. So yeah, that's a celestial one. It's like the comet is coming in from that direction. Comet? Yes, the comet. The comet that causes a lot of problems. Does it? No, it's all mental. All of it is. That's what they do with the weather. They tell you it's shit, hoping you're going to manifest it, or like, you know, make it. It's going to really, really badly slow. It's going to. They call it just to scare you now, guys. It's not just snow now. It's a snow bomb. A snow bomb. It's like, oh shit, do you mean a bomb like with snow? It's like, oh fucking hell, will I die? It's like, yeah, man. It'd be like the beast from the east. Beast from the east? Holy shit, that sounds scary. What is it? Well, it's a big snowstorm that will cover the whole of Britain in about 2 centimeters of snow. Millions and millions won't die. So what are they doing over there anyway? Oh, they're planting stuff. Okay, we'll give them that. I don't think they were doing all that planting before all that, you know, or even eating. I think the Phoenicians did it all because they have the horn of life or the horn of plenty. And or every time you see these sort of things, antiquity on their heads, okay, and all of the vegetation. I think they brought it all after a mud flood, which is why the Voynich manuscript's got so freaky things on. I think that's from Phoenicia, the Phoenicia that is in the other place. So yeah, they're a bit muscular, the women as well, I've noticed in these, but they do milk churning, which would give you some muscles, which is all right. Yeah, women can be strong, and then they can make some nice, pretty clothes. So they didn't have Primax, okay, or JB Sports. They had do your own. So go and get some fluff off a sheep. Yeah. Make some cotton or get some silkworms. Make some silk. You need a lot of fucking silkworms. You know how many silkworms you need to make silk? It's insane. It's insane. And it's shit. Silk is shit. It's shit out of a silkworm's bum. That's what it is. And it feels so soft, doesn't it? Oh, I love silk myself. Right, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. So yeah, the buildings are already there, and you can see a bit of touching up. I think that everything was there. I think they're just stealing it because the buildings are already there. Right, like I said, there's a lot of jugs out. This is Doris. Oh yeah, Doris. I'm not saying like Doris is a prostitute name or anything, but I hope none of you are actually Doris. I am just putting it out there. I don't think any of you are. So it does sound like a bit like a prostitute's name, doesn't it? Not that I would know anything about that. Just saying. Anyway, shut up. Bellonia. Oh, what you got? Well, that's for loading shot in a cannon. A double barrel shotgun. The Faceless Knight. Jesus. I bet the Fache shows up in a minute. What are they founding? Shields. Shields to shields and armor. Because that's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to get some shields and armor because everyone's got like these big massive cannons, which, and if you've got armor, there is no protection whatsoever from cannon, but it is from electromagnetics. Right, let's have a look what's going on. Everything up and running. What goodies they got? What is that going on in the background? I'm not going to go there. Maybe it's a happy place. Maybe it's what he wanted. Okay. What have he got? Is this Ferrero Rocher, or is this After 8 Mints, or is this I don't even know. Wow, they got massive hands, these Phoenicians, haven't they? I've never seen them doing actual physical work. I noticed that alchemy, they're making booze or something. That looks like a toilet seat. Yeah, what about these? All of them wear these cloaks. All of them. What's going on in the background? That's politics. Blech. And pulpit. Why do they call it pulpit? like in electoral, that's to do with EM and electrics as well. Volt. Anyway. So this definitely looks like fishermen and getting some grub out of the water, but above is Luna. She's a bit of a loony. So Luna's a chick. Did you know that? I wonder if she can like manifest. So, oh, what's your name? I'm Luna. Yeah, they got like the weird like butt cheek thing going on there. Don't really like that. What's going on? Bellows. Some fucking around with chemicals. I think they're all on drugs. Ooh, that looks nasty. Let's hope that's a statue. And all the while, oh, there's Mercury with two cocks. They could be hens, but it sounds funnier if you say cock. So, dun dun dun. Right, let's move on. Wow, what's going on? Some of these, yeah, like I said, I know what you're all waiting for. The great golden copulation. It's not as pretty as you might imagine, guys. It's horrible. I think they're starting here. He's playing a flute. He's copping a feel. See what I mean? These are not Cherubanowskis. You wouldn't cop a feel with those old kids running around. These are, look, six-pack. Yeah? Is your fucking kid got a six-pack? No, these are little, I don't even know what they are, actually. Oh, she's reading poetry or something. And he, oh, I play music. Wow, I wonder what the music's like. So, yeah, they're doing all right, obviously. God's gang. I noticed that in the modern day, you only got to go past the Catholic Church. They're all driving Beamers or Audis or what have you. They all look after one another in like a cult. I noticed cults look out for one another in little clubs. Have you noticed? What the fuck is that? Phew. I don't know, guys. I can't even. Words have failed me. I don't know what's happening with that either. Wow. Like I said, these are infinitely trippy, guys. So yeah, that's Sol, the old devil. Satan's soul. Whoa, check Mars out. He's got like a Welsh beard. I'm Mars, almost one letter away from Martian. When I was a believer in space things, I used to call myself like Mars. Oh, that's not good. I think there's some. Okay, the farmer's coming to the rescue. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think it's all gone to shit in a handbag, hasn't it? So yeah, apparently in history. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, that sounds ferocious. If you read a little bit of that, I can translate a little bit of that at the bottom. So yeah, I went to shit in a handbag there. So who we got here? Is that Jupiter? Yeah, one of my favourites. Jupiter has the fasces, as you can see. It's got serpents attached because it's alive. Somebody giving him some money. Wow, is that King Giant? No, there is a King Giant coming up, though. All right, kiss her feet. And she like literally never washes her feet. She's got all toe jams and like all like black stuff under her nails. And she's like, kiss my feet. You're like, ugh, ugh. I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe the Queen has good feet. I doubt it though. Right. Oh my God. So in the stocks, he don't look too bothered about the stocks, so does he? What else is going on? These armors are nuts. Whatever they're wearing. So yeah, it's apparently what everyone was wearing back then. So what we got here? Saturn, who's being pulled by, I don't know, typhons. Notice how this thing's pouring all that water all the while, and now they say they're blocking the sun with chems, and they've admitted that they're doing it, and it has been holy fuck lately with the chems. So yeah, eagle wings open, fascia is active. And what damage will that do? It's a funny shape on Venus, isn't it? Where does she start biting her nails and losing her arms? Like Venus de Milo. Oh, I don't know. I feel a bit awkward. There's always something like, brewing in the background, isn't there, with these? But how mind blowing somebody made the effort to engrave these. Oh, yeah, proper Phoenician, that is the whole thing. So, yeah, nice one, Maz. It's like, fucking hell, there's Maz. You're really close by. Okay. So they're getting weapons together for a big war. We had loads of military planes going over today, C-180, C-130s. I don't know where they're going. It seems to be cooking up. So yeah, melancholia. Saturn's munching on a baby. He's having a baby. He's having a BBQ. On a BBQ. So what you would have wanted. So yeah, that's been going on all along. See, oh, he's hanging around. Should be arrested for vagrancy. So yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. Right now, let's have a look at the world. Let's hope it improves. Let's hope things improve. Yeah. That looks all right. A bit of humble fishing, a bit of hanging about with your mate, and looking up at the woman in the sky. Completely normal. Right. Right, this chick here, she's in the all together, but she's got a thing coming down here. If she is a chick, coming down here. Oh, he looks like David Bellamy. Hi, David Bellamy. Here in the fauna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 titties. 5 titties. This is the future. This is the future. 5 titties. Will men evolve 5 hands to deal with it? Sorry. Okay. Oh, yeah. Like it all goes to shit in a handbag quick, doesn't it? Lot of deadenings. What is this she's got around her neck? Okay, well, that's a really strange way of carrying ammunition. But wow, that's so trippy and futuristic for what is supposed to be the late Middle Ages. Oh, we know this one. He comes in on a barrel of beer. The old Baccaroony. The Bacchus site. And then they all get bollocksed. Get everyone to grow grapes. That's big. Everyone is getting bollocks. That's the new thing, isn't it? They're all on something. I've noticed this. It always have been, but in more modern times, they're more into like drugs. I think they were back then as well. So yeah, he's found himself a castle, and oh Jesus, and it's got castles hanging out. Terror. Okay, good news. Whew. Rainbows. I'm really off rainbows, but there is the mermaid thing. Yeah, I don't think I could see another rainbow again. I used to love the rainbows. Go, oh, isn't it beautiful? Now I'm like, fucking killed that. Air's got an iguana. It's like, check my iguana, wind. Okay, Ignis, so that's fire. So why are they always got to be naked? I just don't understand it. All right, let's mosey on through. Whoa. Get to the gnarly stuff. Okay, so he's got a horn of plenty. Oh, head full of grapes. And tell you what in the constellations what's going on. I reckon they're using the constellations to put times on when all this is happening. You can do that. I think that's what they're doing. So, old wise man, what are you doing? So yeah, you see, is he a giant or is he just perspective? Now, I thought this with other pictures you'll see in a minute, where people are doing stuff and they are like 10 times bigger than the other people. which leads me to think, right, farming, we don't want to see any farming, do we? Farming's boring. Although, even then, antiquity's all grown over because it's post-reset, isn't it? Refarming the land. So yeah, for Filippo Gallio, this is the guy who did this book. Okay, let's move on. So yeah, make sure to share this out, guys, if you would. Happy Flatter Day. Don't know how many of you there. The size of these bridges. Wait till you see these giants in a minute. It's nuts. Nearly 500 of you watching. Thank you for being here. Happy Flatter Day. Plenty to go. So make sure to stick around. Got images later as well. Right, is he a giant or no? Or is he just close and they're far away? It could be. What about this one? Is he close and they're far away? Could. What about this one? Don't know. Maybe he's just close and they're far away. So yeah, he looks very close, far away. So they may. The old ladderline, they're putting all like vegetation along it. See, this is post-reset. Getting the land back together. The weird Phoenicians arriving. New world paradigm. New mathematics. The circus of life on the merry-go-round. Over and over again in video. Look at this. The Gorgon. Going to bite into the heart. And I think the serpents, I think they're analogous for electromagnetics or radiation, if you like. If you want to call it that. Electromagnetic radiation. Same old crossed cannon symbology, looking like Boudica. The skyscrapers there, 1600s, just nuts. Okay, well, she's taking 40 winks, and the world is completely shattered in the background. A wave happened as well that drowned the whole world. I couldn't be out on a flat plane because the waters receded, you see, after Noah's flood. And if people think they're living on a globe, for example, where would the water recede to leak off in space? So yeah, look at this mind blow. They got plasma weapons, look. Wow, they're so trippy and weird. It gives you a weird feeling. I don't know what it is, really. It's a bit evil, I think. Because they, of what we were before it. Look at it. They always hang, chopping off heads and shit. Look at this. All weird faces. They're all on LSD. And all the women always got their jugs out. I've noticed this a lot. We can't really miss it. Even the Queen. Can you imagine that, going to see Queen Elizabeth on the Variety performance and shaking hands with her when you all line up and the Queen comes along and her titties are hanging out? Just not done in Britain, is it? She's got one of those viewers. They're not mirrors. She wouldn't be just looking at herself in the mirror all the time, thinking how beautiful she is. That's bullshit. I don't buy that. Wow, look at this shit. Super, super trippy. Imagine if they made a film. They could do that with AI these days, couldn't they? But imagine making a film with all these characters. So what's happening with civilization? It burneth. And we see the evidence. We'll see the evidence of that. And I've got a couple of videos ready to put up this week or to produce because I've been on a prolific content-making binge. And I've got a couple prepared, which is going to be mind-blowing, actually, for this week. So you look forward to that. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't. So, yeah, the dead are going to come back, look. Called the Nostradamus 2. The dead are not dead. Here they are. It shows in a lot of documents as well, and some of these, really, that a lot of people went underground, especially with the Lot narrative. And they went to some sort of caves and bunkers till it all blew over. I was all over with. I would have thought it'd be generations before it all got back. You see cities burning. Oh, here you are. That's what I'm talking about. These underground places. Backgammon and tennis. This is 1638. Oh, I'm most confused. Chess, yeah. Oh, backgammon. I like a game of backgammon. Wow. Holy moly, macaroni. So yeah, there are a good few of these images. So I'm going to mosey on through. Imagine that they're just, you can see there is strange stuff. You can see a Cherubanuski there who's been blindfolded and bound. Don't know what's going on. 2 unicorns, very much alive. Got their names there, look, as well. Temptation. Let's have a look at Temptation. They're not slim either. They're all really plump. Like, I'm not saying they all got massive bums, but they have. The Phoenician women, I mean. Wow, look at that. Whoa, freaking hell. That'd make an amazing Iron Maiden cover, wouldn't it? Especially this bit with the skull wheel. Jesus. Whew. It's just absolute carnage, isn't it? But don't worry. We pray for them. Look, they're all right. They're not. They're all dead. And it's a monster that consumes everything. But these lot, oh, let's give him a round of applause. Did you see me? It's like, yes, you killed everyone. Yeah, I killed everyone again. Can you clap again? I like that. And can you cheer and say, he thought he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. That's enough. Okay, boss. He's a bit of a psycho, isn't he? Yeah. What the hell has she got on her eyes? Jeez, this is so trippy. That's got 2 faces. This is Janice. Janice, we got a Janice going on. And a Viz. Jeez. EGBGs. So they're quite scary, I think, these books. So all of them named there as well. Midas. Now, Midas is King Midas. Is everything he touches turns to gold. The Midas touch. King Midas. Pandora. Well, somebody opened her box. I don't mean that in a real. And all she got left is hopium. So there's that. Oh, she seems kind, doesn't she? Yeah. I'll touch his head because I care. So yeah, they got jesters a lot as well. I don't think they're actually loving people, though. If I'm honest with you, or actual people either. So there's that. Oh, I'll just spew some money at you. Oh, right. What's going on here? We got a devil, demon, the Pope. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, religion's proper bad cult, isn't it? Books are brainwashing. There's no greater brainwashing than the books. Like, all of them. Change people's life. Oh, my life has changed. It's so much better now. I don't feel so alone now. I've got the book I can read. These words are so amazing. So I totally relate to them as well. I think they're talking at me. So yeah, Charles Manson said that about Helter Skelter. I can stop it already. Wow, look at that. It's pretty difficult to comment on these images to know what is exactly going on, guys. It's otherworldly, and there's a lot of Phoenicians, is all I can say. I can identify a few things like the Horn of Plenty, which is all over antiquity, and the laurel leaf that is ordained for people who are going to be king, because apparently they said so. Oh, we got some Arabs and an Arab, and they are whipping people. So history repeats itself. So yeah, they got a strange cot as well. Oh, here's the dog heads. Wow, what we got going on here? Jesus H Christ. We got a blindfolded, weird Cherubanuski. We got a, difficult to say, we got a dog head who is Lick. Or Liz. Liz is a dog head. Looks like they come together. Liz, can you sort this shit out? It's like, yeah. Feeling a bit rough though. Woof. Nice clothes for a dog. So yeah, I don't know what to make of all of that really. It's a mind blow though, and really, really amazing clues. So let us continue. Anchor what? But first, a word from our sponsor, Flat Earth British, who is Martin Leaker. Hi guys, good to see you today. 500 of you visiting. I'm gonna be zipping off camera shortly, and you're gonna be watching something, and I'm gonna be back. So yeah, I've got shit tons to come in this post. Make sure to stick around. I know I keep saying that. All's good. All's fair in love and war. Yeah, so Armageddon's absolutely amazing. I'm buzzing. I'm loving all of it at the moment. Life is quite exciting. I quite like it. It's all right. That's what you make it, innit, guys? What you think? So yeah, I'm just going to play this unbelievable video. Okay, guys, you're going to love this. This is a bit of Mitchell and Keane, and I've checked. Apparently, I'm able to play this. So check this out. Of life, 1909, in the north of England. Okay. England, Ireland, street scenes, 1902, excuse me. So check that out for a minute. And I'll be back in a tick. Oh, and Marticus von Donkey Kong. Okay. Armageddon means unveiling. I completely agree. Okay, sweet as nut. So yeah, it's quite innocent life in the north of England. The buildings are massive though, aren't they? Check them out. West Bromwich, that's in Birmingham. So we've got a lot of kids, British kids. Everyone wear like a flat cap. I wonder they all went baldy. Gotta let your hair breathe. Hats are good, but only when you need them. Shouting from the rain or the sun. Oh, look at that horse. Oh, they're having a fight. See, that's the thing. See, it's like no, oh, it's not good to fight. It's not good. It's like that's not a good survivalistic instinct. When you're on the streets and you're a kid, yeah, it's good advice. Yeah, is to fight and win. That's what the advice that I would give, because I don't think that this. Oh, Johnny might get hit, and a way of protecting them away from the world is a good survivalistic thing if they're on their own in the future in Armageddon times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course I know what you're saying. You just said it. Oh, yeah. Ah, poor little mites. Wigan. Right, we'll stop there. I'm going to come back. We can watch a little bit more of that a little bit later, guys, okay? That's just because I want to get back into the images that I have prepared for the show. Okay, let's move back. So, yeah, we're going to look at some Tatarian images, but first, we talk about this for years now, actually, and it is the circuit board cities. Now, I think that it does more than just generate power in the circuit boards. I think it is a energy siphoning system, and it siphons our chi energy, which is what the workplace and office blocks and sporting events and all of these things actually do. Now, anchor, like ship's anchor, and what are the chances of what being the same sound or word as something to do with electricity. This did produce watts. This is a massive complex from above. Apparently it's like 1600s, made by the Khmer Rouge, or the Khmer, excuse me, not the Khmer Rouge, the Khmer. Little is known, disappeared off into the wilderness, never to be seen again. You know, another one of those missing civilizations. But later, the Pol Pot had a bit of a stiffy over their architectural prowess, and killed everybody. So is the nature of being a fan of antiquity. Ask Mussolini. So, yeah, look at it from above. It's a complex that is massive, okay? And all of it looks exactly like circuitry. And I think this thing was a hub, and I think it was to generate power for what was a Tatarian civilization that is now what is northern China, Mongolia, all that area was huge cities like Shangri-La, and they would have looked like this, pagoda buildings. So yeah, it got eaten by the jungle, and they found it in the late 1800s. They say they didn't know anything about it, they say, and all of the jungle had taken it back and grown into it, giving it this interesting sort of feel. I don't know, have any of you ever been there? So yeah, there's not too many population going on there, you know, in the modern day, but from these, I can guarantee you that this place was highly populated, and this center here for this missing civilization, the Khmer, which had Buddhist sort of statues. So let's just think that they were Buddhist. Look at this. Just the scale of the place is amazing. So yeah, here it's difficult to get to as well. So there's that. Yeah, definitely. Look at this. The effort to put in these faces into these walls. So yeah, they took a lot of weathering in fucking 400 years, haven't they? That's what they're saying anyway, 1600s. But yeah, the place just been blitzed as well. Yeah, places in Britain from the 1600s are just fucked or renovated. This is what it looked like when they discovered it. They went in. These are the earliest photographs you will find of Angkor Wat in the 1870s to 1900. These expeditions that went there when the stuff just got dug out of the jungle or cut back from the jungle, so to speak. So yeah, let's have a look. Very atmospheric place, but there's not much going on in Cambodia. It's like Laos. It's pretty empty except for the cities. They look like teeth, don't they? They all look like teeth on there. That's a strange pagoda, isn't it? No, they really look like teeth or pointy stones, but that's an unusual thing I haven't seen before. But no people around, obviously, because it's in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, Chinese style statues. Whoa, just the scale is really massive. One can only imagine this civilization up and running. They bang on about Egypt like it's a thing. So anyway, like I'm going to show this week, this is a good example of what I'm going to explain this week, is that after a reset, right, or they find a piece of antiquity, we'll say the pyramids or something in America or some historical thing, okay, and then they will tart it up, like Karnak, for example, and then they will make it a tourist destination, and then they will charge money to look at their shit, and a fake historical narrative behind it, like the fucking pyramid is actually a coffin, yeah, or a esophagus for Cheops, because it's a stone outside the Sphinx, nowhere near it. So that's the only name we found, so they say. So it must be that. It's like not very good detective work, actually really presumptuous fucking jumping the gun. Look at this floor. Anyway, So all of these civilizations, the Egyptians, all of them, in fact, that you could name, have all disappeared off the face of the earth. So where are they? Where are their skeletons? Where are they anyway? I think after a reset, a lot of people, the survivors like Mad Max, go underground into vaults. I think there are many people. I know it sounds crazy, but I still think there's vaults, just like they show us in Fallout and in Silo and in other programs. Now, I know they're only contemporary television series, but guys, they tell us a lot of truth in these Hollywood productions, especially when it comes to Armageddon. I really do think there's vaults down there, and I think there's still others. And I think under the water, why wouldn't you colonize the water? It makes no sense. And they literally tell you we know more about the ocean, the space, than we do about our own oceans. Yeah, no shit. Wow, beautiful. Dancing ladies. Again with serpents, though. Yeah, see, it's very similar to the Phoenician thing. These things here, see these things? If you see an oscilloscope drawing of a vibrational frequency or a sound, yeah, that's what these are. Side on. They're literally the same as an oscilloscope vibrational frequency, and they made them into stone, which is craziness. And they vibrate and they give off a frequency. Columns do too. You can tap a column and it'll sound tuney, if you like. So yeah, Angkor Wat is definitely somewhere that would have generated, and you can see, I'm talking about this for like maybe 6-7 years now, but you can see Teotihuacan, Mexico, the pyramid complex, it is identical to a computer motherboard. And we got endless now examples of this. Egypt pyramids, Mexican pyramids, Chinese pyramids, and constellation of Orion. My lights just went off there. I don't know about Orion's belt, but they say there's some correlations between luminaries and things on the ground. Maybe the case. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what's happening with star forts. Maybe each star fort is directly under a star because they look like stars. Or stars are cymatic patterns through a medium of water. That's all they look like, and that's it. So yeah, and it's not just ancient sites that are giant energy circuit boards, guys, and Persepolis, ancient. I noticed the Iranians are having a little bit of a rebellion going on. I wonder how that'll go down. I think they're going to embrace democracy, apparently. I did say I would talk about nothing current affairs. I'm going to be quiet. So this looks like it's not real, doesn't it? What you're looking at here is Las Vegas from above. And Las Vegas from above looks exactly like the inside of a computer. It's completely difficult to believe that this is even identical to a heat sink. Yeah, almost looks non-real, doesn't it? But again, that grid pattern, you can see these grid patterns. I've not only shown them years ago, John Levy showed them as well. I think it was in his state, Utah, around that area, just petroglyphic lines that go for thousands of miles. We see the same with the glyphs in Nazca, for example, the Nazca lines that go on for hundreds of miles. Some say that they're identical to airports. Some say that there's animals as well, and you can only see them from above, and there is no planes when these things were apparently manufactured, whenever that was. So yeah, I definitely think the layout today is the same energy siphoning system, only for our spiritual chi energy they want when we're in these tower blocks. You can get 20,000 people. And remember, right, when you plug your plug in, yeah, and the plugs are just there, electricity is bidirectional. That it might be just a big psyop. We're not using any of their power because they got free electric. And what the plugs are really doing is siphoning off our electric. We give off a peak, right, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, say, if you go to work, yeah, up to 2,000 volts of electrical power. We are electrical beings. They know that. They use it. They use us for energy, spiritual, and they use us for electrical energy. Is what I'm thinking. So yeah, you can see there, even the Forbidden City in China is a circuit board, and that is beautiful. And whoever designed this, um, obviously brilliant mathematics, but can you see in the center? Perfect Fibonacci. You see that? Beautiful, isn't it? So I bet that feels good. So yeah, cities, for example, like Barcelona and other cities have got this, this cog wheel thing going on, but it is literally a technology that looks like circuitry. Look how much is going on there. How is that impossible that mankind can even do things like that? Well, I think that the grids were there originally in the older world, and I think that they're just following the old plans. This is a Piranesi, and it is a map apparently of Rome, and exactly the same here again. As you can see, the river Tiber here is feeding water in to what is supposed to be a Colosseum. And I've been talking about the Colosseum being a water tower for many years now, haven't I? But it shows you proof there that water is being pumped into it. It's some sort of seal machine, I think, and creating some sort of charge of hydroelectrics. And look at this. How is that a building when it looks like a computer? An ancient Rome. All of it looks like super futuristic, quite mind-blowing when you look at it, isn't it? Nothing like a city plan. Nothing like a city plan. Look at these up here as well, behind you. Just crazy. So yeah, even ancient Rome, all of it, if that was a thing, is a circuit board. And apart from bollards for energy transference and wrought iron railings and Antiquitech in general, you can see things like this on tops of bells. I've shown many examples. So it's 4 things on the top that look like exactly like a spark plug. You're going to see them because it's all part of the circuit boards. Cities, the whole thing, circuit boards. So that is the conclusion I can only make from that is that we are in some sort of computer, probably like Tron. So yeah, some mudflood pictures we're going to go through now, guys. Buckle up. We got quite a bit to go. Make sure to like this video if you did, guys. All helps, and I will be back with another couple of posts. We've got 500 odd of you in there. That's awesome. So thanks. Hi, Steve. Conganator. And Simo's in the house as well. And Ryan, I can see you all there. And Dana Victorinson, if that's right. Anyway, this is in Marseille. Now, they got one of these. I've never been on one myself. They got one of these in Cincinnati, and I think they got one in LA too. And it's obviously going up a big muddy slope in a city with all buildings on top. To me, it looks like it's a bit of mud flood going on. But this building is, look at all that mud. So rather than just dig it out, they built this thing, is it? I don't know. Look at that. What a crazy, crazy scenes. And then there's all these buildings on top of this cathedral. And on top of the cathedral, check that. Looks like a Statue of Liberty thing. Really weird. So, yeah. This is obviously in Marseille. And it's running, I think, on a cantilever. You know, one goes up, one pulls the other one down. You wouldn't even need electric for that. But they have got massive generators. So, yeah, what a beautiful building. And that's on top. And all of Marseille below you. That's a really nice picture, that is. Panoramic. And yeah, look at that. Notre Dame de Gare, so a station or a depot, which would take you up this massive cliff face in the city. It's there in the modern day. Oh, look what that kid got there. Well, is there a pram without a wheel showing up? Or is he just floating along like? Is there like a kid in it? Can you see what I'm looking at? What is that? I don't know what that is. It's very, very strange. Anyways, move on. So there he is. Ding, ding, hold on tight, please. And up you go. It looks to be a steep climb too. But look at the classical decoration on this beautiful thing, which I think is infinitely older. I really do. Corinthian columns, copper dome top, beautiful tiles, and antiquitech there and there. Look, I guess the other corners too. Beautiful, that is. So there they are. They're dressed in 1920s garb, the French people. And this is the generator room. So nice big generators. Not sure what kind of generators with these things. Maybe that's a big oil filter. I do not know. Interesting machinery. So yeah, it's up there, look. That cathedral on top of this big mountainy hill thing. And then they got that thing going up, which is really trippy, actually. Wow. Yeah, that's a goes really, look how steep that is. Wow. Wonder if there was this is a star fort. I bet it is. Look, star fort. Yeah, it is a star fort. There's a star fort on the top. I bet there's all stuff inside this then. Tunnels and stuff. Ooh, found star fort. So yeah, Marseille. Never been there though. Let's look at some expositions. And this one is one I haven't seen since this week. Oregon, the one in, Portland in Oregon, was destroyed by fire, but so was Portland in Maine. I've got photographs of that, but I don't want to show destroyed things. A gorgeous scenic panorama of beauty and art, realistic snapshots along the famous tram, and they got zeppelins in the air as well. And this is Portland and West Lewis and Clark Exposition, a new one to me, but they built a massive exposition, as you can see. So yeah, it got destroyed by fire as well, Portland, and the city is just jam-packed, even in the modern day, with Tatarian buildings. So that's the size of that thing. United States government building. Nothing else around it. It's in the middle of nowhere. The light flashing on and off. So they built all that. Washington Boulevard, Missouri building, Oregon building, which looks like the White House, New York Boulevard. Wow. So they built all that for it. Agricultural Palace. Wow. Just fields outside in Oregon. Just mental, innit, guys? And all that, all the antiquitech and all. Oriental Palace. That one's the European exhibit. Nothing very European about it, though. Or maybe. I wonder what these are. The crash barriers of peace, in case anybody comes along on their horse and carty. Civilization stealers. These are good. Veracruz. Some of these are, or all of these are Mexico. Going to go through quick, but mind-blowing, actually, guys. There's hardly anyone around. You've got Mexico City, Veracruz here, and some of Mexico in the late 1800s. You can see the zodiac of the Aztecs, not the Mayans. It says the Aztec. It does look like the Mayan wheel, though, doesn't it? God, that caused some fucking trouble. But they made a shit ton of money, all of them history people, didn't they? Talking about the Mayan long count and the world ending and stuff. But me, oh yeah, books written on it. Entire TV series is devoted to it. Oh God, yeah. Usual suspects, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course you know what I'm saying. I just said it. So yeah, they got mud huts. Wow. So yeah, I'm guessing that this is all attributed to the Spanish because they apparently colonized Mexico. I can't imagine it was just Indians before. Okay, even though they had all that Aztec stuff and all of that Mayan stuff, pyramids galore. Nobody there, guys. That pillar there is just leaning over. There's stones. There's no life. There's no one around here. Look. Look at the road. It's an unused road. And why the steel around this box and the plaque blank? No information on the plaque. A box with potentially something inside, and steel all the way around, or iron, like to protect it from what? It just makes no sense. I think there's something going on with them boxes. I think there's something inside them. Technology, if you like. So Mexico, I love Mexico. Oh, let's have a look. So yeah, packed with people. No, it's not. It's got mud everywhere. And no people. It's not particularly ruined though. Don't know what them walls are. Okay. So yeah, if that means the Spanish were busy, wouldn't they, building stuff? No people around though. Like literally nobody around in these pictures. Like nobody is there at all. Weird. So fountains going though. No, there's not even any ghosts of people, is there? Where everyone is. Wow, that's quite beautiful. Loads of bells. Bells, 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 bells. So yeah, wonder where everyone got to. And I noticed for the Mexicans, they got a weird uniform after a reset. They just give them like these white overalls and a white hat, you know, like proper Mexican peasant uniform. Oh, that's a bit of a building, isn't it? Sturdy old thing. So yeah, the granite and all of the effort and everything into these buildings, yeah, I think that they was just stole it. I don't think they even bother building. I think somebody did originally, and I think they were like angelic, if you like, with the technologies. They were superior beings, if you were compared to this reset, which is it's okay. It's growing on me. It's growing. I like a good reset myself. They're all right. Yeah, pretty good. It's just change, you know. And change is good. I know it's like a spooky paradigm, just because it's like dystopia and communism and everything we're not used to. But in a way, we are. It's just magnified now, and our feelings are magnified. And now we got to do this. We haven't got to, but everyone who is searching for a deeper spiritual meaning in this place, which I hope my viewers are. The last few years, since 2020 maybe, these feelings, these emotions have been magnified. So that people have got to address them and get rid of them. Yeah, just edit that shit, clean out of your life, and carry on with your life from this moment on forward. But be in the know and grateful. And then they're forcing us to not have a default of unconditional love, so that we got to be unkind in our thought, because fake identities and fake everything. But you know, the place is completely fucking full of MK Ultra victims. I am myself, as you probably know, but a lot of MK Ultra victims are just sleeper cells sitting there. They don't even know because they haven't been activated. But there's probably a million of them somewhere, which is spooky in itself. So yeah, the mind control is, you only got to look at videos of the British streets to see how many people are completely nuts with mind control and repeating the script, basically, which is, this is the script. Where me, where I'm a victim, this happened to me, my dog's dead, where this is, you know, what you hear. Super annoying. I find it's better to, like, you know, greet people with maybe a compliment. That's nice. Oh, you look wonderful today. You really, I love the way you carry your head. It's like with an air of elegance. Or just be nice, you know, kind. People remember things like that. But you know, in the modern day, everyone's so judgy, aren't they? Fucking hell. That's what needs to be judged. The judges need to be judged. So all of it needs to be judged. Anyway, it's all going to be gone. It's a whole new paradigm coming, guys. It's going to be fab. Don't worry about it. I ain't. So yeah, this is a technology of the past. We're looking for some images of the week. And this is a solar motor or engine where it lenses or focuses sun rays to make electricity, which is, in this case, boils hot water, causes a steam condenser, which drives a steam engine from solar rays, which is, they got that in the modern day with solar panels, haven't they? But it's interesting that in the past they had a technology to make electricity from solar rays. How far back did they go? So, Palace of Imagination. This thing reminds me of Lead Skilling, you know, the guy in Coral Castle. He even looks like Lead Skilling. I can't get a clear picture, but Lead Skilling had a cat too, didn't he? And he was a little guy like him. And he's very, very Coral Castle-y. But this one is... oh, look, he mentions Memphis, Thebes, Angkor, Athens and Carthage there. The rest is in French. But yeah, Palace of Imagination, trippy stuff. So yeah, obviously I downloaded this image for this reason. I've not seen quite a configuration like that of Antiquitech, if I'm honest. Don't know what's going on, but it is definitely antenna-like, isn't it? And it's not just for decoration. If it was, I'd complain. It's like that thing on the top of your roof. It's like, yeah, it looks like shit. It's like a load of wires all jumbled up. Look at this carver. Oi, carver, get on with it. This is when men were men. He used to go to work, yeah, and carve shit out of wood. Look at this he carved. Imagine the pride in making something so, I wouldn't say beautiful. It's too Phoenician for me. And it's got that icky Phoenician thing about it. Blah. So yeah, tank battles in antiquity. Usually, I think that the ones on the right are Hittites, and I think the ones on the left are probably Persians, by the look of them. They have tanks. They have tanks in the ancient world. Look at the tanks. I bet that's like a fucking 88-pound gun. They are tanks, guys, I'm afraid to tell you. Yeah, Angel Gabriel, Ginger, they all are the angels. What has she or he got on his head? I wonder what that technology actually does. I wonder if it gives you lift. So look at this, right? This is another beautiful picture, right? Beautiful avenue, quite narrow, really. All of this massive buildings, statues, golden, the domes at the end and everything else was built in a world of horse and cart. I find that exceptionally difficult to believe, guys. Look at it. And then there's horse and carts and hardly anyone around. Does that even make any sense? These buildings are for a lot of people. And the population is just really not there. There was trillions in the age of Tartaria. In the golden age, when they were building stuff like this, angelic buildings. Look at that. Just mind-blowing. So yeah. So yeah, Dura's one of my favourite engravers. He's totally trippy. And check the horse out. He's got a weapon there. It's the crucible, the holy hand grenade. But yeah, that horse is massive, and so is he. He's like a giant, isn't he? He's off to fight evil, bad people. So, and Jesus, baby Jesus, was born in a stable in the Bible, it says. But in this narrative, he was born in the medieval period in a post-reset world, because all of the buildings are smashed. Yeah, don't worry so much about the myrrh next time. You're nice. Let me fluff your hair. What are you? Nay, don't do that. I'm a centurion. You're a horse, aren't you? I'm a horse and I'm a man. So I'm guessing they would be well-endowed centurions, being as they are horses and men at the same time. She's like a Phoenician, and she's ginger. She's got a big axe. Just baby J. So yeah, again with the red capes, man. Why they all got red capes on? That's what I want to know. Like Homelander. Ugh, creepy, you know. Hang on. I can see a mistake here. So if that's the baby Jesus and Mary, how's he crucified there? Fucking hell. It's like all his life, he's like, oh, they're not going to do that. I keep seeing me on a cross all the time when I'm growing up. Right, what's happening here is a lance, and it's being blown a conical by baby or small Bacchusites, and he's asleep. He's having a dream. Let's hope it's a nice dream. So 5 types of people to surround yourself with, which is what I do. The inspired. I like inspired people. People who are coming from people who will always do the right thing, people who are kind, motivated. That's important to motivate yourself, especially if you're a creative content provider on YouTube. Motivation is important. And strict mental processes, especially when it comes to research. The open-minded. This is why I'm in the Truth community in the first place, because it's all like-minded people. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a fucking soul to talk to. The passionate. Oh, he's all heart. He wears his heart on his sleeve. What does that mean? I guess snot on my sleeve, but they say you wear your heart on your sleeve. I don't know what that means. It's silly. Grateful. Grateful is just don't take things for granted, because when they get taken away, because the universe can do that sometimes if you're ungrateful, you don't realize what you got until it's taken away. Let's just put it that way. We've all had that in our lives. It's like, wow, that was fucking fantastic. Now it's gone. So there's that. So yeah, they're blowing this up and smashing it up. It's in Paris and it's being demolished. Shame, it looks a beautiful antiquity building. So this is China. No people around there in China at this period, except for these 2 sinister people. One of them's a Westerner, or maybe even both. What happened? And do you know what? I'll show you an image in a minute, right? They say that there's millions missing in China. No, I wouldn't even say that they're dead. I wouldn't. I think that China's going to have a problem with future events, and I think there's a good possibility that they're relocating people away from the areas that are going to be shattered. I think that's what the whole movement of humanity is about, is a reset. That is to come. Check this out, though. This is a beautiful St. Louis exposition, 1902, fully electrified. The Louisiana State Purchase Exposition. This is the House of Electricity, or electric trickery, because I think it's a much ancient technology and it never just got invented or found. St. Louis, and they managed to get a full-size trains into this huge hangar, and a lot of steam power as well. Check these. I love steam engines. That's why I like Fred Dibner so much. He built his own steam engine and put it on the road. Absolutely fantastic. All that raw energy of steam. Yeah, I love steam trains. Love trains, me. Choo-choo. I am a grown-up. So this looks like a fat chaise. It's got my initials on there. Matt off of Missouri. Look at that. And it's got fleur de lis as well. Very Phoenician. For Missouri, and see these cases, you can't buy any of that. It's all exhibits. I think it's all just left over from the previous civilization. Look at the size of the St. Louis. Take me to St. Louis. Not too many people around, though. So yeah, this one, again, this was only open for a 6-month period and then closed down. Look at it. I think it's evidence of the older world. Look at how beautiful it all was. Built by angels. And then they just put this naff narrative behind it, and then everyone believes it, like the Egyptian pyramid bullshit narrative, or all of the narratives. Look at that. So beautiful. And there's no one there at night. You can see the streets are empty. It's all electricity for who to see exactly. The all-important quadriga. Little code of what this place really is. We all know about the 4 horsemen of apocalypse, the Phoenician bee. Well, that's the way the system is. Everyone working for the queen, queen bee. So the women have got long dresses on, and it's a hot day, so they got short sleeves on. Oh, and there's a beautiful boat ride there. Look, must be fantastic. There's a good film, Take Me to St. Louis. I think Cary Grant's in it, maybe Doris Day. I'm not sure. Probably Doris. Anyway, it's a fabulous little film. They show you, like, they've rebuilt bits of this. They show you in the movie. It's all about, like, when they went to the exposition. Oh, wow. They built that quadriga for, that building, which looks like the Oxford Cambridge, the Oxford camera, Radcliffe camera in Cambridge, in Oxford. Wow. Just craziness. They built that for, hop, skip, and a jump, or a tomato season, and knock it all fucking down again. Drives me nuts, that does. That they say that happened. So this is a strange little thing in a park. I don't know exactly where it is, but I can't work out what it exactly is either. Looks like something maybe got poured in. There's a bit of classical architecture in the background, so it's in some sort of Roman thing. Well, obviously I don't know what it is, but it's in some sort of amphitheater. It doesn't look really ancient, but what it is, really don't know. Really space agey, as is this. This setup in a museum, as you can see, the reason I downloaded that, apart from this beautiful woodwork, which is mind-blowing, by the way. Look what's on the side. Faceless Knight. And all of this sword configuration that they do. And a candelabra. So, there's been some, like, demolition going on here in the expositions. You can see a bit of a castle, but the end looks like a cannon. Or some weapon, doesn't it? This bit of whatever it is. Maybe a bit of a castle. But it looks like a cannon. So, yeah, this is in Russia. This wheel that has powered some plant in the past is now half buried. So maybe all of this was a lake and it's dried out rather than mud flood. Who knows, though? But yeah, it's interesting that it's that deep in the ground. And makes for good photos too. So yeah, what's happened here, guys? There's the Phoenician figurehead bursting out of a giant column. And what exactly has happened? Years of grass growth, no humans, and something powerful enough to hit over them large concrete pillars in the days of horse and cart. What could do such a thing? Spooky. So let's have a look at these. Jesus. Oh, his face is proper dirty. So they got a few top hats on. I think these are from the Caucasus. Tatarians, if you like. Caucasians. They got the power look with the shoulders, 1980s. And these strange moth-like things, making themselves like moths. Wow, they got the beards going on. They look like ZZ Top, these two, don't they? Oh, he's dead at one, isn't he? Still, Gibbons is still around. He can't die. So yeah, there's this king, and he's on, or this prince, or whoever, and he's on a painting. And look what's on his shoulder. And he's showing a bit of skin, but he's got like smooth bits, so there's nothing to worry about there. But his legs are like, I don't know, pillars. He's like, what gives? You put me in this life with smooth bits. What am I supposed to do? So the wall of ice that surrounds the flat Earth in this old publication shows a bit of something going on in the middle as well. Some people say there's not. I don't know what either way. I'm going on Captain Cook's log, where he states that he tried to penetrate the ice wall and clocked up 60,000 miles going round here like this. But I reckon it's thawed out since then, and there's ways through to all these hidden worlds. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, look at this for a beautiful building. All of the effort gone into that Roman obelisk. And it's in Russia. It says Soylent. I thought it was like Soylent Green. But yeah, I don't know, that's beautiful, but it's got an onion dome Moorish feel. Beautiful. So yeah, like the tops of them spark plugs, you can see the same configuration on tops of a lot of bells, if not all of them. This is the Kaiser bell that got broke in some sort of event. I don't believe the official narrative. So the Nazis, they're proper racist, aren't they? Except in World War II, when you can see these are black SS officers and black Gestapo, ethnic minorities and foreigners in Hitler's Reich in the book New History, which I knew about anyway. Doesn't go with the narrative, does it? But, you know, propaganda never does. So. This is in Philadelphia. I've always wondered about this bloody giant box thing. You can go in there. Giant obelisk on top. Beautiful photograph from Shroppy, I believe. Yeah, these are some personal snaps I took. I caught some mermaids in the past. Took some photographs because in case you don't believe they exist. This is a real mermaid. I was swimming behind her, holding my breath desperately. And then she went up to the top then, and then turned into a real human being. And then I woke up and smelled the coffee. Right. This is your girlfriend, this is. Rusty. This is your girlfriend, this is. Look at her. No, I'm sure she's beautiful. She looks like a precious soul. She needs to lay off the heroin, though. But yeah. Wow, what happened? What happened? She doesn't even look human. She looks humanoid, but not human. Frankenstein. That's really unpleasant, D-Tech. Poor lady. That could be someone's auntie. Or mother, even. Here's David Copperfield. Popular in the old world as well as the new. Actually, it's frowned upon, isn't it? And you need to ask permission first. Or just apologize later. Trim fringes. This is a good... so Scotch tape, yeah? Do you hate the taste of Scotch tape? Yeah, I mean, you can stick it along the top there and cut a fringe. So next time you're giving anyone a Barnett haircut or a basin, use that. Kevin Bacon, love your movies. Yeah, do that. Eat, 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 and always stay fat. No, thin, right? Fat, the enemy that is shortening your life, vanquished. How do you do this? With sanitized tapeworms, jar pack. Friends from a fair form. So yeah, you can buy all of them products there. You can buy some tapeworms and you can make friends with it. Yeah, it can just like live in you. So would you have a tapeworm to keep you thin and healthy looking? I wonder if that's what Hollywood people do when they stay thin and stuff. I wonder if that's what Liz Hurley's doing. I've actually got tapeworms and other stuff. How red is your little red schoolhouse? Very red. Was in my day. We had communist teachers, fucking lefty teachers, pushing all their ideology down your throat. And they're doing it in the modern day. They're all over schools. Fucking hell. I wouldn't send my kid to school anyway if I had kids in school age. Fucking hell. You fucking... Bye, Timmy. Bye, Dad. Love you. Comes back 2 years later. Hi, Tabitha. Hi, Daddy. Love you. Fuck no. Not that that could ever happen in the leak of genes, just saying. So yeah, look, she said, oh, can I just feel the material on this? I know it's very, very close to your vagina. But let's just feel the material to this. Wow, that skirt is incredibly. So this is the aerostesses you get on Ryanair. Nah, it fucking ain't. This is a Turkish princess. Bit of a looker, as you can see. And she's. What are they smoking exactly in them hookers in Arabian countries? I thought, like, Islam frowns upon drugs. Is it tobacco? Or is it opium? Or a big chunk of black ash? What is it? What are they on? I mean, they're all wankered. Well, I would be. Let's have a look at San Francisco. It had a better day than this, hadn't it? This is after the earthquake that never happened. The fire came along and fucked everything up royally. Excuse my language. I have Tourette's. So, yeah, before all of that just happened, there, yeah, it looked like that, looking down from the Terminus building down Market Street towards the Call Tower on Market Street, San Francisco. Oh my God, Whelan beer is good. Ooh, Whelan's beer. Oh, I bet that's lovely old world beer. All them hoppages. Animals talk shit about people. Do you think that's true? The animals are talking shit about us behind our backs. And we think they loves us, and they're like, she's a fucking cunt. Yeah. Do you see how selfish she is? Do you see how she talks to people on the phone? She's a fucking cunt. How do you know they're not doing that? Because they're like literally God when it comes to rules and animals. They're very, very fussy. Oh, this is the future. Affordable pets for poor children. Next Christmas is coming. Get them in early. This is handy. The Jewish Japanese sex and cookbook and How to Raise Wolves by Jack Douglas. So all of them things really handy, especially in Armageddon. It's good, isn't it? Armageddon. So excited. Oh, this is brilliant. I could get some of this. Believe in God instantly. Surrender yourself to a higher power and never feel alone again. Miraculously peppery and minty, faith enhanced breath freshener. Literally, guys, you can spray it in your mouth and instantly believe in God and never be alone again. Just connects you to a higher power. I bet that stuff's expensive. Woof. Especially if you're a sinner. Actually, you could be a sinner and spray yourself and believe in God and all will be well. This is brilliant. Have you seen NASA? They're not bothering anymore, are they? The first image of Earth from 2026 just got released. It's embarrassing, isn't it? So, where's the snowstorm? So, I wonder where Antarctica goes. Maybe it's around the back somewhere. I don't know. Greenland's too big. Anyway, what a load of fucking shit. It's CGI. They tell you it's CGI. Do you know why? Because we have to. Here's Balthazar here and Melika and Caspar, the three wise men. They don't look too Arabic in this mosaic. They look decidedly white. They are bringing gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Like I said, don't worry too much about the myrrh next time. Right, took baby Jesus to the village to meet all the old men. And they're kissing his feet because he's the King of Kings. It's like, wow, it's amazing. I wonder if you could just, like, if any of you ever have a baby, just declare your baby like as God. And then everyone will bring you gold and stuff. They'll have a message anyway saying your kid's God. So Norfolk was nearly an island in the past, look, guys. These are all old names that not really are around anymore. But until they built the Norfolk, these fens, until they built the Norfolk Broads and made all like dams and, well, basically levees all across this area, and made all of this land again, which is why King's Lynn would be situated about here. But Ely, where Ely Cathedral is, was an island, which I didn't know. Devil's Dyke is there. Devil and a Dyke. So yeah, it was an island and really, really like Holland, actually. A lot of it below sea level. Sutton Hoo, where they found the Saxon gold hoard, the biggest in British history. because this would have been full of Saxons. The Germans, and then they built the castles. Look at that opulence. What a waste. This is where taxpayers' money goes, guys. Isn't it wonderful? Loads of people got starved to death, freeze their ass off or winter because of that. Anyway, this is a Jesuit symbol. So yeah, some of these images I'm showing you now are beautiful Paris and France. You can shoot your arrows out of there. Check this out. Beautiful somatic window, huge doors. And why have they got all shit in front of the lamppost? Maybe it is just that horse shit and somebody comes along and shoves it all up. This is, I think, in Saint-Germain, and it's this amazing Phoenician triumphal arch. And you will see on it here the faceless knight again, and that sword configuration thing again. Faceless knight again. So that's still there in the modern day, only it's sort of like with everything in the modern day, it's lost its lackluster. Everything looks pretty fab in old photographs. And you look at them in the modern day and it's like, oh, that's shit. I'm not saying that arch is shit, but you know. Ooh, Melacillins. You got mermaids on the doors. Yeah, Paris got some far out blank plaque, no information, far out architecture, but so I got the shit in a handbag. Look, blank plaque, missing monuments, because they had them weird deities. And the Art of Triumph, Art of Triumphant Arch, quadriga in place above all these arches, and a bunco booth with a difference. Crazy. Got the shells, got the mermaids. Pretty good stuff. So yeah, and coming up to the end of this will be a couple of hours post. It's coming up to 12 o'clock in Great Britain. 540 of you. I want to warm welcome you to Flat Earth British. Make sure to come back this week when I've got more to post about. So yeah, see this tower? Beautiful and massive, isn't it? Again with somatic patterns. And there, smaller ones as well. So yeah, a lot of this architecture in Paris got destroyed in the Franco-Prussian War of 1871. As you know, the size of that thing. Very busy there. Jeez. Oh, yeah. So yeah, it's got the shit in a handbag, Paris. It's dangerous to walk around there, according to all of these auditing videos. It's a load of soldiers and stuff. They haven't done very good in war, though, have they? Not very good. Since Napoleon days. They didn't do good then. They got their asses handed to them in a handbag. Have you heard of Waterloo? Yeah. That's the Hotel de Ville, which got completely destroyed in that said war, which I don't think was a war. I think it's a psyop. This pillar got taken down in that war too. There's not many people around there. So these are just a few interesting oil watercolor paintings that somebody who never had a camera, because the Germans in the Great War were allowed to take photographs, but the British, although there was many cameras, their photographs never got back and were edited. So the way you could get a journal of what you've seen in the Great War was paint it. And he got these down quick, loading the big Berthas. Can only imagine the sound, the cacophony, and destroying all these beautiful French towns like Ypres and Passchendaele, etc. Verdun. What a terrible war. But if you were there, it's oh, what a lovely war. It's loads of mud and guts. And bully beef, which turns to liquid in the heat, by the way. So, yeah, fucking nightmare scenario of the Great War. That's one place I definitely would avoid in my time traveling. I go and have a look as an observer, but I don't actually want to take part. So yeah, there's that tower I showed you earlier, right? Check this. So in the past, here in 1769, okay, it has got this bit on the top. Let's have a look. This bit on the top. But in the modern day, it's only to there. So all of that bit has been removed since 1700s. I wonder why that was. So yeah, these are just a few last images of Australian large buildings. This is 1849 St Peter's School in Adelaide, only a population of 17,000 people. Beautiful to see it looks a mud floody building. And there, 1869, they built that in Adelaide with only a 27,000 population. Makes zero sense. And a lunatic asylum for that small population, a large building like that. It's craziness. So yeah, he's got a really tall wife, but in his defense, he's not really short. He's probably got a few quid. He's an old perv, isn't he? Oh, there you go. 11 million fled China's northwest. 90% of villages abandoned. There's shitloads of videos on YouTube verifying this. I've seen many of these. Been talking about it for years. Where are they gone? Are they dead, or did they just moved on? Abandoned sounds like they've just left it. Why are they abandoning northeast China? It's a vast area. Something coming. Look at that for an epic picture. Wow. It's a ship. Huge ship. Look at the size of the man to it. Wow. Yeah, I think there's been some good mind-blowing stuff this week in this flat today. I'm quite happy with it. If you do like this video, make sure to give it a like if you would, guys. Like I said, subscribe. I know I don't mean to go on, but it's the YouTube thing. Beautiful Starford. So yeah, there's that storm. Completely missed Cardiff. Like not even a flake. A couple of fucking raindrops. It was stupid. Be scared. Be scared. You can die in a terrible storm. Two hemispheres of the brain. There you are. Left hemisphere and the right. So are you a right brainer or a left brainer, guys? So a right hemisphere or right brainer is a seer of meaning, intuitive, emotional vision, and eternity. Feels, imagines, and connects. Ooh, I think I might be a righty. Left hemisphere, a builder of order, logic, language, structure, time, names, control, survives. No, I'm definitely a right brainer here, guys. I've just discovered, and this is me. Trees and shit. This sciencey bit on the other side. No, it's not me. The integrated mind is a bit of both. Loads of bit of magic mushroom. Wisdom, discernment, excuse me, inner authority. I couldn't agree more. The house divided can never rule. So you have to merge both hemispheres, I guess. But I'm always going to be a bit of right-hander. Here's Hitler pissed off. This is his doctor. She's a bit of a hot doctor, and she's sitting next to him sunbathing. When Hitler went on his little voyage on a cruise ship, everyone's looking out the window, super fanning him like the Beatles. He's out of the window. Look at him. He sat in a chair. He sits down. But his doctor was a bit of all right, wasn't it? Best British place names. Number one in this poll is Splot in Cardiff. Is the best name in Britain. Pity Me in County Durham. Batten Ball. Buffler's Holt. Oh God. Warren Guild. That's nothing. Ooh, Fingering Hole in Exorcist in Essex, not Essex. Fingering Hole. Interesting. Grimness in Orkney. No Place in Durham. Fenton Gimps, Hamlet of Cornwall, Snodland in Kent. Okay. Fingering Hoe. Oh, Fingering Hoe. Oh dear. Tell me why I don't do psyops. Tell me why MK Ultra failed me. So this is the girl who basically killed all people in the school grounds on a Monday morning. That the famous song I Don't Like Mondays. Apparently, her boyfriend got implicated as well. Don't know how many he did. Yeah, she looks proper nuts, don't she? Jeez. So yeah, I think that psyop might have been true. Tell me why. I want to shoot. So let's give a few of you shouts. Oh, my back. Long arms. I noticed that, EP. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here again this week. Kevin Bacon, you could fix her. Oh, I bet you can. I bet you could. Karma, and make my day. Make my day, punk. Innit? Yeah. It's all a bollocks, psyop. Oliver, good to see you, my friend. Anthony Suso, well, go on, my brother. Good to see you, Suso. And Bob. Yeah. Mind blowing many levels. I agree. Thank you for that. It makes me feel good. That's what I do like to do. I missed the beginning. Oh, well, the beginning bit is really good. There's some really trippy stuff. What's happening? What's happening, Chris? Good to see you, my friend. My modded friend. And, oh, thank you. Dziękuję. And Jeff, thanks, man. Really appreciate all the support here for my channel, guys. And I do appreciate you all being here, obviously. And I hope some words of wisdom that I've accumulated in my years. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty... Is happy the word? It might be. Yeah. Yeah, I like that word. Let's feel happy together. Dallas, you are just the devil's offspring. I can't say it. I can't agree with that. I can't say Dallas Fowler is. Okay. Randall? Oh, I don't know. That's a good one. I have thought that actually. Lots could have disappeared. Ha 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 ha. Dragon Sage, good to see you. And thank you for being here. Planty Gamer. Thank you for joining us. Your first live Flat Earth British vlog. I used you say earlier. ICJ, good to see you. Matrix, what's happening? Yeah, that's bullshit. That is. Yeah, I know. That's where they fucked up, wasn't it? One child each, and a generation later, there's no fucking children. But a lot of people didn't do it in the sticks, so I've been told, and had, excuse me, shit, multiple children. So yeah, happy Flat Day, guys. D-Tech, I hope you enjoyed my show. I'm going to be back in a week. I've got 2 more vlogs to come this week before our next Flat Day live. Oh, was it? Oh, I think you had the worst of it, the weather in West Wales, hippie. I did wonder. I did see some Temby weather on the old Google Rooney. Oh, well, don't look at it, D-Tech. It's where you put your energy, my friend. Watch Flat Earth British vlogs. You're guaranteed to have a little giggle and a bit of love going on. Okay, and the chat here, it's more love than fucking than a love happening. That's what we're at. We're having a loving. That's what I should call it. Martin's loving. I used to do that years ago. Birmingham, a little tiny bit, Ryan, wasn't it? Love seeing videos like this. Makes me think. Oh, thanks. That's the whole plan. That's what I like to do. Get you all thinking. Oh, thanks, EP65. It's really, really nice. Oh, that's lovely. I'll bring you up now, my friend. So yeah, time travel's definitely. I hope if they do that in the future, I don't think they can go in the past. I think they can only time travel to the future. I'm not sure. Yeah, I know. No, I'm not going on Rumble. I'm not doing all that. YouTube's all right. You'll do me for the moment. I'm quite happy with whatever. Doesn't matter. Mark Whitehead, still here, isn't I? So, does it matter? Good to see you, Mark. Friend. And Boja, good to see you, my friend. Oh, yeah. Hunter from the Future. Oh, I haven't seen that. Okay. The new Fallout series is awesome. I'm loving that. Really, really good. No trees, no people. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Water the Tree. Okay, I gotta get going and put a nice cup of tea on. It's getting midnighty or 11:30 here in the UK. Hope all you Americans are doing all right over there, and I hope everywhere else in the world is doing okay too. It is a bit psyopy. Don't worry about it. Just come off that as British. Dana, good to see you, lovely. And old world. Something weird is going on back then. Oh, fucking hell, no. Yeah. Do you think? Thanks, Kurt and Sons. Thanks, D-Tech, mate. And thanks, lovely India as well. Okay. I think that's going to be me for the week. I feel rather tired now. Have to get going. Do some stuff. Oh, I'm getting Texas love here. Love Texas. Love back to you, Texas. Even PSYOP for sure, Greenland. Don't know, mate. Even a PSYOP's a PSYOP, so it's difficult to say. Can't piss off the Danes anyway. It's just stupid anyway. You can't just do things like that. Corinne, good to see you. They're nice. They're nice people, the Danes. Kind of dummy. They got How Long, the band. And Magavelli and Lisa and you're from Texas. Get Texas love from Eternal too. And Manny, Truth Seeker. Thanks, bro. Much love to you. Keep up the good work. Keep it flat, my friend. Keep it flat. Not that you could do any other thing. Okay. That's me for the week. Anyway, see you on the next one. Boom Chanka. The seed of the loins, be forever fruitful. The belly of your woman. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Much love, guys.